In this video, we are going to learn about the classification of polynomials by the number of terms. In my video on polynomials, I discussed what we mean by a term and what we mean by a polynomial. If you don't know what those two words mean, make sure to have a look at that video. I'll put a link to it in the description box. Now, if you know what those two words mean, let us move on to the classification of polynomials by the number of terms. We have special names for some polynomials with a specific number of terms. If a polynomial has only one term, then we call that a monomial. If a polynomial has two terms, then we call that a binomial. And if a polynomial has three terms, then we call that a trinomial. Let us have a look at a few examples. Now, a monomial is a polynomial with only one term. So consider 5x. Here, there is only one term, which is 5x. Next, consider an example of a binomial, which has two terms. Let us consider 6y minus xy. Here we have two terms. The first term is 6y, and the second term is negative xy. Next, let us have a look at an example of a trinomial. Now, this will have three terms. So we can consider the example 4x squared plus 3x plus 7. This polynomial has three terms. The first term is 4x squared, the second term is 3x, and the third term is 7. Now we also have special names for polynomials with 4 terms and 5 terms, but these names are not used very often. Now a polynomial with 4 terms is called a quadrinomial, and a polynomial with 5 terms is called a quintrinomial. We don't use these two terms very often, but we can consider a few examples for these two. An example of a quadrinomial would be a plus b plus c plus d. This has 4 terms. The first term is a, the second term is b, the third term is c, and the fourth term is d. We can also consider an example of a quintrinomial, which has 5 terms. Let us consider t to the power of 4 plus t cubed plus t squared plus t plus 1. This has 5 terms. The first term is t to the power of 4, the second term is t cubed, the third term is t squared, the fourth term is t, and the fifth term is 1. Now let us have a look at a few practice problems. Let us classify the given polynomials based on the number of terms they have. Let us have a look at the first one. We have x squared plus 5x minus 9. First of all, let us write down what the terms are. Now the first term is x squared. The second term is 5x, and the third term is negative 9. So we can see that this polynomial has 3 terms, and so this will be classified as a trinomial. Now let us look at the next one. The next polynomial is abc minus b to the power of 4. First of all, let us write down the terms. Now the first term is abc, and the second term is negative b to the power of 4. So we can see that this polynomial has 2 terms, and so we classify it as a binomial. Now consider the next one. The next one is y to the power of 5 plus y to the power of 3 plus y. First of all, let us consider the terms. Now the first term of this polynomial is y to the power of 5. The second term is y cubed, and the third term is y. So we can see that this polynomial has 3 terms, and so we classify it as a trinomial. Let us look at the next one. The next polynomial is 8p cubed. First of all, let us consider the terms. Now this polynomial has only one term, which is 8p cubed. And since it has only one term, we classify it as a monomial. Let us have a look at the next one. Now the next polynomial is t to the power of 5 minus 9. First of all, let us consider the terms this polynomial has. Now the first term is t to the power of 5, and the second term is negative 9. We can see that this polynomial has a total of 2 terms, and so we classify it as a binomial. Let us have a look at the next one. Now the next one is simply 10. Now since any number is a term, so this is also a term, and so just 10 itself is a polynomial. And if we consider the terms, there is only one term, which is 10. And since this has only one term, we classify this as a monomial. Let us have a look at the next one. The next polynomial is 569 a squared b c cubed. Let us consider what the terms are. Now this polynomial has only one term, which is 569 a squared b c cubed. Since this polynomial has only one term, we classify it as a monomial. Let us have a look at the next one. Now, the next one is 67p minus q to the power of 7. Let us consider the terms. Now, the first term of this polynomial is 67p, and the second term is negative q to the power of 7. We can see that this polynomial has 2 terms, and so we classify it as a binomial. Let us consider the next one. We have x to the power of 100 minus x to the power of 25 plus 99. First of all, let us consider the terms that this polynomial has. The first term is x to the power of 100. The second term is negative x to the power of 25. And the third term is 99. We can see that this polynomial has 3 terms, and so this is a trinomial. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. See you next time.